Grandpa's voice sliced through the room like a dull, angry blade. "You've been getting disability payments for years." Everything froze. Fork stopped midair. The auditor turned another page, and the fluorescent lights above us buzzed like we were under interrogation. My parents, usually loud, bold, and impossible to embarrass, went paper white. I stared at my grandfather. "What do you mean?" I asked, even though I already knew. I'd known for 6 months. The auditor cleared his throat, tapping a perfectly stacked pile of papers. 10 years of deposits under your social security number. Direct transfers into an account that isn't yours. Grandpa slammed his cane on the floor so hard the sound cracked through the silence. "Anything to say?" he demanded. Their silence tasted like metal. But the truth was, this moment wasn't the beginning, it was the final chapter. I used to think my parents were good people. Strange, controlling, judgmental, sure, but still good. They raised me with the kind of affection that looks perfect in photos but feels empty when you're alone at night. They told everyone I was delicate, sensitive, easily overwhelmed. And I believed them. I believed every label they carved into me. But Grandpa saw through them long before I did. "You're sharper than they want you to be," he once whispered. I thought he was complimenting me. Later, I realized he was warning me. Everything started quietly, a letter from the insurance company addressed to me, but sent to their house. A review for continued disability benefits. I stared at it, feeling the world tilt. I wasn't disabled. I'd never applied for anything. Someone else had. When I asked my parents, they laughed it off, calling it a clerical error. Their smiles were too quick to practice. That's when I started noticing things: Mom panicking every time the mail came, Dad snatching papers out of my hands, the drawer they always kept locked. Then one night I saw Dad typing on the computer. My name was on the screen. A renewal form for benefits I never filed. I didn't confront them. Not yet. Shock is loud. But realizing the truth is quiet, and my silence terrified them more than yelling ever could. Something inside me clicked into place like a vault ceiling shut. No more trusting shadows. No more soft assumptions. I became focused. I copied documents, took photos, researched fraud laws, learned what investigators look for, how patterns matter more than emotions. I spent time with Grandpa, not telling him yet, just learning. He'd been an accountant his whole life. Numbers were second nature to him. One day, I showed him a single page. He read it without blinking. "They stole your name," he said softly. Then he gave me a look so steady it scared me. So take it back. After that, everything moved carefully. First, I requested a full benefits history. When it arrived, my hands shook, opening it. 10 years of lies written in government ink. Next, I created a private account for every alert and statement. Then I met with a forensic auditor. Grandpa came with me, sitting beside me like a stone pillar, while the auditor's face darkened with every page. "This is extensive," he said. "But it's clear." The word felt like a weapon. Finally, I chose the battleground, Grandpa's birthday dinner. The one event my parents would never miss. The one place the whole family would be in the same room. They would feel safe there. I needed them to. The auditor walked in first, holding the folder of evidence. I followed right behind him, calm and steady. My parents looked confused and scared when they noticed the Social Security emblem on his badge. Mom whispered something to Dad. Dad swallowed hard. Then Grandpa stood up, leaning on his cane, and repeated the line that still echoes in my head: "You've been getting disability payments for years." Their masks shattered instantly. Dad's jaw locked. Mom started shaking. The auditor read each transaction out loud. 10 years. Tens of thousands of dollars. My forged signature. Their bank account. My parents didn't deny a thing they couldn't. Every detail was documented. Every lie had a timestamp. Grandpa leaned forward, eyes blazing. "Anything to say?" Mom opened her mouth, but I stepped in. "No. They don't get to explain. They get to repay." Dad's face twisted. "You wouldn't turn on your own family." "I'm not turning on family," I said. "I'm exposing strangers." The room went dead silent. And in that silence, I watched the realization hit them: they didn't control me anymore. I was the one holding the strings now. The investigation moved quickly. Fraud cases do when the evidence is undeniable. Reimbursements, penalties, mandatory restitution, they all followed. I didn't celebrate. I didn't cry. I just breathed fully for the first time in years. Grandpa put his hand on my shoulder. "Justice isn't loud," he said. "It's precise." He was right. And as my parents walked out that night, pale, shaking, their world collapsing, I didn't feel guilt. I felt clarity, freedom, and the quiet victory of taking back my name. One calculated step at a time.